Hi, I'm Karceno.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Karceno and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, I told you. Kevin Durant do one more thing. One more thing. I was going to have to address it. Kevin Durant, you are one of the greatest basketball players we have ever seen. Top to bottom, Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players we've ever seen. Whether you like him or don't like him, however you want to proceed about thinking about Kevin Durant, this is what we know about him. He is one of the best, if not the best, basketball player we've ever seen. He's a phenom. But it needs to be discussed. Okay, everything that's going on with Kevin Durant right now needs to be discussed because there's something wrong with Kevin Durant. There's something seriously wrong with Kevin Durant, and it has to be said. Kevin Durant, once again, is caught up, allegedly, with another burner account. As he has the same owl, this probably don't really mean anything. Kevin Durant posted this, but as his theme for his backdrop for this Get Off My Dickerson page, Get Higher 77. So, and this emoji thing here, no one would have believed this was Kevin Durant's burner account, but it's like too many things that's happening with this account that certain people are following this and certain people he's following, they would follow this account back. And it's like, why would these people follow this account if it wasn't something that was real? See, celebrities all have had burner accounts. I told you before, Justin Bieber used to have one, and I used to communicate with Justin Bieber on the burner account. Justin Bieber had his big page, Justin Bieber Verified, and he would have this other one was like JB, like JB5 or something. And people would think like, who the hell is that? You know, like it has a Justin Bieber picture on it and everything, but it looks like a fan cooked it up. That's really his page. But you wouldn't, like, you're really talking to him if you had that page. But you wouldn't know that. But if you looked at the people that followed that page, it was all the big celebrities. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. So all the celebrities were following that page. So you knew that, okay, this got to be a somebody, because who would be following? These people would not be following this person back. And I didn't know that till he messaged me out the blue, because he didn't know who I was and why Selena decided to follow me. This is back when they were dating. So it was a whole different instance, right? Now, Kevin Durant, of course, he's going to say, I didn't post any of this stuff. This is people that probably that I'm around or whatever made a fake account. They're never going to be able to really pin it on Kevin Durant. But the words and how they're being said is definitely sounding Kevin Durant-ish. And my thing is, you're always on the phone. Every time they see you, you're tweeting. And I mean all the time. On the court, right before the All-Star game, everywhere you turn, you see Kevin Durant tweeting and texting. He can't help himself. I miss Ben Simmons. At least that nigga would give me the ball. Look at this. I can't trust Jabari to make an effing shot. Stop. Just don't give him a tech. Kevin Durant. This is very Kevin Durant-ish. Now, he said, it's the Warriors and Lakers met. Who are we cheering for? What kind of question is this? For sure, we cheering for Bron over Steph and Clay and Draymond, brother. Then he said, Kyrie thought the white European was going to play honorable hoops. I'm crying. Once again, he called out Kyrie Irving and allegedly calling him out. Nah, that Negro Kai really on his best behavior around the European, but treat his own people like we owe him some. And he laughed. And then this person here is laughing back. You would have thought me and James shitting in that nigga's cereal. Now, what are you talking about there? He's talking about LeBron. He said, you'd have thought me and LeBron took a dump in that man's cereal. So he's saying Kyrie's love for Luka was fake. And, he's loving that European. You'd have thought me and LeBron took a dump in his cereal. His praise for LeBron James is quite crazy to me. Oh, he's talking about James Harden? Oh, okay. That makes sense then. James Harden. Okay. But this guy had a chance to go back to the Golden State Warriors. But claimed, I couldn't go back because I don't like the practice they tried to do to get me back. It's like, what? This dude is so, mentally messed up. There's wiring off. But I told you. He's like, since MJ punched Kerr in the face, he don't F with dark skins. This is stuff Kevin Durant talk about all the time. He is one of the most super sensitive individuals you've ever seen. Why would you trade Kyrie for a Negro who hates basketball? But you said you would rather have Ben. He'll pass you the ball. Kawhi funny as shit, man. Nick text the group chat like, hey, gang, it was mutual. Good luck. Threw the hand up. Hey, I'm telling you, man, Kevin Durant on this crap here. My thing is like this, KD, say it with your chest. Don't be a coward about it. Own up to the shit. Is that how you really feel? Own up to it, KD. I haven't heard the Baby King album yet. People talking about this is a classic. I'm like, dude, there's no way you could have possibly heard the entire album and really processed it already. It's a classic. I'm like, all right, dude. I'll listen to Baby King today. Now, let's get into this situation because I want it to be pretty much situated and assessed in its proper perspective. KD, now we're going to talk about some things don't no one know. But you and I know what's going on. Remember you and Jay Crowder? In Boston. The mean streets of Boston. What happened, KD? Do you want me to tell the world why Jay Crowder can't stand you? He brought you to Boston. You was going to sign with the Boston Celtics. Or at least you took the tour and gave them the illusion you were coming to Boston. You came out there when Jay Crowder was on the Celtics. He gave you the tour of Boston. He showed you around. He showed you where you would be living, everything. And you said, man, yeah, I'm coming here, man. Yeah, we can win a championship, dog. Yeah, I'm coming, dog. Yeah, man. You text him. Yeah, man, I'm coming. Yeah, this is that. So all this Draymond called you right after they lost bullshit didn't happen that way, and you know it. Everybody's going with the storyline, and it's a lie. Tell the truth, KD. I told you, I'm going to start talking. All right? Draymond talked to them and said, hey, since we ain't going to sign man, I know we ain't talking about signing the dude that couldn't hit a three in the finals. We not signing about Barnes, so man, why don't we just get KD? We can get KD. We can afford it. You think, Kevin, man? I'll talk to KD, man. Trust me, he'll come do it. Because he want to win a championship, man. He ain't going to win no championship nowhere else. And I know he want to be a champion. Let me talk to him. So Dre went and talked to him and got KD to come on board. And said, man, shoot, you'll be a free agent in 3 years. By then, man, we'll have about 2-3 championships. Because if we get you, we guaranteed to win it. We going back anyway. Ain't nobody can beat us in the West. KD was like, yeah, you're right. F that. Plus, I know I got support now. Right. You ain't got to worry about the point guard trying to shoot 35 shots a night. Right. You right. Even though Steph shoot about 20-some shots a night. They talked to Steph and they talked to Clay about are they comfortable if they got Kevin Durant on the team? Would they mind having Kevin Durant? They was like, nah, bring KD on. Steph was like, shoot, that's going to make it easier for me. I can get a lot of one-on-ones now. So, yeah, that's going to work perfect, man. We just bring KD in, man. It's going to work out. So they brought him in. And as soon as they brought him in, everything changed. Like a bomb went off. Right, KD? And you was fitting right in. Then after you won the championship, the first year, Everything changed the second year. Soon as you won, the media attacked you when you thought they were going to be praising you. They praised you for like 24 hours. Kevin Durant is now a champion. And he's MVP. KD got it. What happened after you won? KD won. Jay Crowder called you and said, F you, you effing coward. You were supposed to come in. He's like, man, I never said I was coming in. I wasn't going to Boston anywhere. I was just out there, like, taking the tour. Like, all right, I'm going to show them respect. But I wasn't going. I wasn't committed to going to Boston, no way. I would have went back to OKC. The OKC, who you never even told you was leaving. You never told Russ, you never told anybody on your team you were leaving. You felt you didn't even owe that to them. That's why they hated you. Your mama had to fight your battles, KD. Your mama was talking to Russ and them family, trying to get them to come together and get y'all to stop this nonsense because they marketing this war going back and forth because you don't know how to talk to Russ. You don't know how to pick up a phone and call Russ. He too emotional, man. I'm waiting till people calm down, man. They too emotional. No, but he got all this mouth all of a sudden. He's become the bitter old athlete. And that's what you don't want to become. You want to be, a lot of these people look up to you. Like Anthony Edwards, they look up to you. You were who they looked up to. You were the model that they looked at and said, that's the guy. I want my game to be like him. Period. I need my game to look like that. My game ain't looking like that for some reason. And I need it to look like that. You see, that's what the people are missing. They never got back in contact. They never did anything that they set out to do that they were claiming that was the best thing for them. Never. Half of these people spent the majority of their time trying to manipulate the situations and trying to make it something that it isn't. Kevin Durant, when you were getting ready to when Kevin Durant was getting ready to leave, and when I mean leave, I mean he was going to a whole nother era. Right? Because now he's upset. Yeah, he's upset. Because he's not getting the praise that he thought he was going to get. And that was the LeBron media. That was old Clutch. So the same guy ass you kiss, thinking he's a good guy. Is the same person that's like F you behind the scenes, trying to tear down your accomplishments. The same guy. Where's your tweets about him? These dudes be scared. You got $300 million and you scared. No, he be talking the most. So KD had to fight with Draymond, right? He was not re-signing with Golden State. Okay, let's get that straight right now. He was not re-signing with Golden State. It wasn't on the table. He was never coming back. The Draymond fight was just the excuse he needed. He was never coming back. Dre knew it all along that KD wasn't going to stay after that year. After the third year, he wanted to leave. Because he's like, I ain't getting no credit. During the All-Star game, him, Kyrie Irving, they had already cahooted because they had already been talking to the president of the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Tsai, who owned Alibaba and all that stuff that was going on there. Kevin Durant was his guy. When he go to China, he made sure KD was straight, everything, right? So he's buying the Brooklyn Nets, and he wants Kevin Durant to be the star, and he's going to build a team around Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant wanted Kyrie Irving to be the person he team up with and play with. I want to play with Kyrie Irving. So they meeting up in the All-Star game, having these private discussions, KD, about where you're going, about you leaving and going to the Nets and doing that. So all this stuff you were doing, your brother came here. I knew the realtor that bought the place. This is where everybody thought you were going to the Knicks. Everybody thought Kevin Durant going to the Knicks. Kevin Durant going to the Knicks. Does anybody remember that? And the reason I thought she was going to the Knicks, because I'm like, well, shoot, why would he go to the Nets? They ain't got nothing over there, really. But the Knicks would be, they're the big stars in New York. But I knew you were going to New York because the realtor called and told me, because the one that does the real estate over there, we know her. And when she did the deal, she was, we just closed the deal with Kevin Durant. He's going to be in Jersey. I was like, in Jersey? Like, yeah, he just closed on this New Jersey property. And it's his mother and brother. Your mother and brother went and closed on the property because you couldn't be seen doing it. That messes up everything, don't it? So he couldn't be seen doing it. Kevin Durant is somebody who acts like he doesn't care, but he cares so much about what everybody else think about him. That's his problem. That has always been his problem. The people around him are telling him exactly what they think about him. Like, dude, you our guy. We love you, dog. We riding for you. Social media said, y'all really don't care. Why would social media be saying that? I don't deal with him no way. He would get himself upset over social media. So KD is leaving the West to go to the East because, one, there was no stars. Get it? There are no stars that's there. LeBron is leaving the East and going to the Lakers. So now KD would be the star in the East. They can just go straight to the finals. Only star they got there is Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. This is an open field for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to go to the NBA Finals. They don't have to worry about LeBron. He will be dealing with the Warriors in the West, with the Lakers. That's where his destiny lies. They good. But what happened? Fate happens. Kevin Durant gets injured right before the playoffs, really. And Kevin Durant has a calf injury. They know it's bad. He done sat out 3-4 weeks almost with this calf injury, knowing he's not 100% and should never have played in the NBA Finals. Decided we need to bring him back. We're down 0-2 to Toronto. Let's bring back KD. KD comes back in practice. It was like doom, impending doom. And then all of a sudden, he's in there playing, hitting shots. He wouldn't miss. He missed like 2. He shot like 2 and missed. And the crowd was cheering, yeah, KD is done. Then he hit like 12 in a row, and everybody in the stadium in Toronto was, oh, man, we about to get destroyed. And KD came out and did what KD do. Snuggles Durant. I like Kevin Durant as a basketball player, but man, as a individual, I think he done smoked his brains out. Too much of that weed, man. This is what the problem is. It's weed. That's your problem. It is weed. And once people get over this weed thing, this weed consumption, that's been the main problem. Too much consumption. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, when you see things that don't make sense, that's where you get involved at, right? And right when he played that game, Kevin Durant goes down. He said a lot of feminine energy from these modern NBA superstars. Right, but KD goes down. Down for the count. Down and out, KD is done. For the entire season, KD is through. Now he's going to miss a whole year in Brooklyn. Knowing he was leaving to go to Brooklyn anyway, created this super lie. Right? Then he's missing the year. Then he goes and podcasts and creates another lie. Man, everybody was trying to lean on me to play, man. That's why I played for my team. I tried to go out there and give it a go. Klay Thompson tears his leg up. Same thing happened. The end of the road, right? Now all of a sudden, KD is blaming people. Then and then Steph is like, dude, like, we won 2 championships together. What is your problem? Like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, he was coming up. Yeah, I kind of feel like, it was never going to be my team. It was always going to be Steph's team, no matter what I did. Dude, why are you crying? Huh? Why are you crying, KD? It doesn't make sense. Your crying makes no sense. Of course it's the draw. Oh, it wasn't a tough watch last night, Marcus. It was a great watch last night. It might have been tough for y'all, but I tell you, you didn't show up, Marcus. All of a sudden, all the Knicks fans, they computers don't know how to log on. They can't find Karceno for life. All of a sudden, Rose Spaz had a meltdown, talking about he can't get his point across, but blaming everything except the players. It's typical. But let's get to the gist of it all. Kevin Durant is exactly what we told you. We told y'all about this. This is the behavior of a person who feels entitled because he's a superstar and he's a great player and he feels that he should be getting praise that everybody else is getting. And they don't give it to him. You don't get it because you carry yourself like a weirdo, dog. You do. You carry yourself as a bitter weirdo. We know you a hooper. We know you like to hoop, and we know you as a hooper. But you are full of shit as much as anybody I know. Ask anybody and they'll tell you about that. You say one thing and turn around and say a whole goddamn another right behind somebody's back. They was on there. Man, they was on there for forever. That Brooklyn Nets team, they had KD wasn't even there the first year because he was hurt. So the year he comes back, then KD got hurt. Injuries did them in. Then right in the playoffs, when they were getting ready to make their run and handle business and take care of everything, guess what happened? Kyrie gets hurt in the playoffs. Then next thing you know, they have oh, absolutely. They have a different outlook. Oh, 100%. They have a different outlook to the subject. If KD foot was a halfway back, they'd have put out the Milwaukee Bucks and they'd have been on their way to the championship. But you smoked too goddamn much and didn't know where the 3-line was. And y'all were never the same after that. Right. when y'all had Gordon Dragic, right? You wanted Gordon Dragic off the team. And Gordon Dragic wanted the ball more. Y'all had Mikal Bridges. You wanted Joe Harris in the starting lineup instead of Mikal Bridges. Y'all had Spencer Dinwiddie. You got Patty Mills because of the Olympics. You like, man, Patty Mills, we got to get Patty Mills. They went and got Patty Mills for you. Y'all had a young Cam Thomas, but they said, let you do what you want to do. And y'all ended up 6th in the Eastern Conference. How? Yeah, they blame Ben Simmons. LaMarcus Aldridge was on y'all team. What did they tell you? And LaMarcus Aldridge was there. And what did they tell you? You kept riding with Joe Harris. And the guys that was coming off the bench that was keeping y'all alive, y'all had Bruce Brown when he was young, balling. Him and Dorian Finney-Smith. But y'all was going in there with Markieff Morris. And y'all had Norellis Noel. And what did Jack Vaughn try to get y'all to do? He was like, KD, look, man, try this lineup out. Let them run with you. We got James now. All right? It's Ben, James, Kyrie. You know, it was crazy. I think they did the trade. They traded James for Ben. So first it was James Harden, Kyrie, KD. And they had Nick Claxton in there. And they had Norellis Noel. Then they had Drummond on the team. They have all these damn players on your team. And you could not get out of 6th place. You couldn't get out of the 6th place, KD. That's on Kevin Durant. In case anybody had any problems or didn't understand who was at fault, the person at fault is Kevin Durant. He can get mad all he wants. I don't care. Kevin Durant is the problem. Kevin Durant is going to have to figure it out. And he's going to have to figure it out fast. Because the name of this game is called What Have You Done Lately, Kevin? And you haven't done nothing but bitch and complain. They destroyed it. Everything Kevin Durant wanted, he got it. And he wanted Kyrie to stay, and they decided not to pay Kyrie because of all of the anti-Semite stuff going on. And they ended up, okay, we're going to have to trade Kyrie Irving. Kyrie wanted off the team. But no, y'all didn't want to pay Kyrie the extension. Something that was not supposed to go down. Ime Udoka. Yeah. Ime Udoka knew how to guard Kevin Durant because he coached Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant loves the way he coached. So he wanted him to become the Brooklyn Nets head coach. He wanted he wanted Nash fired. That was you, Kevin Durant. You gonna say, oh, I ain't had nothing to do with them moving on from. Yo, it was you. You wanted Ime Udoka. When Ime was in trouble in Boston, he said, I'm gonna get you on the Nets. That's what you told Ime Udoka. I'm gonna get you on the Nets. That's the words you told him. You gonna get him on the Nets. What's up, stranger? How you been? Your live was crazy yesterday. I was on Kwame Live too. Everybody trying to praise Trump. He got all them token blacks up there for Black History Month. How you gonna post a picture of black people being monkeys and then praising black people the next minute? I'm just like, I don't understand it. I'm confused. People are all in a simulation. No. When my favorite came on the live. Yeah, that's my baby there. She just stopped through to show some love. Joe's side of Nets owner loved Durant and disliked Kyrie. That's why he threw Kyrie under the bus and called him an anti-Semite. He didn't realize that it was other powers that be wanted him to, in New York, who didn't want Kyrie Irving in New York no more. That's the only time blacks are allowed in the White House. Right. I'd be like, are you going to give these black people any money to get back home? I don't think they are. What about Corey Holcomb wearing a monkey mask? Is Corey Holcomb the president of the United States of America? I didn't know Corey Holcomb was. Way to go, Corey. You president of the United States of America. So the president of the United States of America is supposed to act like Corey Holcomb. I did not know that. Way to go, Corey. When did KD started smoking weed? Was it after he landed in Golden State? I don't know when he started, but he should have never started. It has ruined him, and he smoked his brains out. This dude, he just be talking and just going off. I like, dude, you can say this in your own brain, but he's so influenced by what other people think. It's crazy. But then tell everybody else that he don't care. I'm like, it's clear that you care. You were the one that got Steve Nash fired. He was your shooting coach in Golden State and said, oh, I don't care if you hire him. Because basically y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway, which you did. Is it wrong for Corey to wear a monkey mask and say, let's talk about monkey business? Let's get into some monkey business? You see how that's out of context? Then you putting a digital photo of two political figures who happen to be African American and promoting that on your social media as a president of the United States of America, the commander in chief. You don't think that's bad? Your answer to that is, what about Corey Holcomb? Let that go in your brain for a minute. I know you're in a simulation, but let that process in your brain for a minute. One person is the president of the United States of America, and your answer is, what about Corey Holcomb? I weep for the future. I weep for the future. You said, what does a comedian do? Well, the comedian did this. What about Corey Holcomb? That is crazy, man. It show you how bad this world has gotten. We have really become stupid. Oh my gosh. F Trump, let's talk about Corey. Corey gonna be no more taxes for the blacks. That's what I'm saying now, nickel. Shoot, Corey for president, baby. Corey gonna be reparations is gonna be coming out for all Negroes, light-skinned dog, kind of dog, but none of you Panama niggas. Y'all way too emotional. Oh man, yeah, that did not go over well. Yeah, that's not going to go over well. That was really bad. That was bad on their part. Darlene going to be the first lady. Darlene, hold that shirt up. No, not Ice-T won't. He ain't gonna be his vice president. He's like, he was so serious. I know, deflect. They never answer the question. They only come with a deflect. Notice that. It's just like Kevin Durant coming with a damn direct misdirection. That's what he does. No, man, they don't want that smoke. When you give them too much gas, it'll overflow the system. Everything will be flooded. So this is why all of this was done in a systematic way, because all of these people are going to learn one or two things. Is that when you come in the direction of like where we are, we move in a different light. We move in a different like motion. So these people doing all of this nonsense, it makes no difference to us one way or another. This is it. So if they don't have anything on the table that they're supposed to be delivering, then why are we even subjecting ourselves to dealing with such people? It's madness at this point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got him fired, and the Boston Celtics knew Kevin Durant was trying to get Ime Udoka, so they held on to Ime Udoka and paid him throughout the whole season. He was paid just not to coach the Brooklyn Nets. We're not going to have him on the Brooklyn Nets. So they went over there. They went right over there, and he ended up going to the Houston Rockets. And I knew Kevin Durant was going there talking about, yeah, Golden State tried to get me back, but I ain't like the tackle. You were never going back to Golden State to play with Steph and the rest of them. You were always going to one place, and that was with Ime Udoka in Houston. That's where you wanted to go. You went to Phoenix because you was crying to go there when they traded you. You did everything to go to Phoenix. I want to go to Phoenix. Because you was like, okay, I'm going to go over there to Phoenix till my contract is up. Then I want to go over to Houston with Ime Udoka. But you went to Phoenix because Phoenix had went to the NBA Finals and they had the pieces around them, but you ain't want to play with Chris Paul. And was like, man, they get Chris Paul out of there, man, we could win this thing. You had me on the team. Then we got Bradley Beal. We got Book. Man, we could run one. Then it was a mess. Bradley Beal is done and had been done. He can't move like that. The injuries have taken their toll on Bradley Beal. He's done. And now he can't defend. So he's a liability on the court. And now you see it, and he ain't the Bradley Beal you remember. So now you're like, man, now I'm stuck with Bradley Beal, who still believes in his mind he's a superstar. Then you're really trying to push to get out of Phoenix. You never stay when it's rough. You never stay when it's rough. Now you in Houston, you beg to get there with Ime Udoka, and what do? You turn around and shit on the players that's there. That's typical Kevin Durant. You did the same thing in Phoenix. Man, this Book fault. Book won't swing that bitch. Book don't want to swing that bitch. He'll touch his hands. It's gone. Book, we got to swing that bitch. Come on. And they swing it to you. You ain't swinging it either. And that's what Book told you. You ain't swinging it either. So if we both ain't swinging the ball, where's it going? Mm-hmm. Man, KD know that's his burner phone and that's his emotional ass talking. He could tell anybody whatever pretty story come to his head, long as at the end of it, him with that weird ass beard. Now, on the Patreon, we're going to go a little bit deeper into Kevin Durant on this subject. There is some things we left out. I knew you was an idiot. Without the white man's money. The white man's money? What makes money white? I didn't know money belonged to a color. Money belongs to a color? See, I knew you was stupid. We knew you was stupid when you dropped that whole Corey Holcomb thing. We knew you was stupid. He says yes. At least you agree that you're stupid. Hey, ain't my fault. If you agree, I'm right with it. Yeah, the weird goatee. Who with the beard sticking out of the chin like that? It's a lot of weirdo behavior going on with Kevin Durant. And we're going to get into that on the Patreon. Not here. Thank you for your time. It's your boy Karceno. Sign up for the Patreon.